Prosecutors and advocates in Box Elder County are getting some additional help in their efforts to support victims of child abuse. They continue to see an increase in reported cases, and as news specialist Mike Anderson shows us, they now have a new home base to get families the help they need.
Yeah, Sherry, this is part of a growing trend that we're seeing around the state. An increasing number of child abuse cases being reported ever since the pandemic started here. And because, it's big enough of an issue here in Box Elder County, they moved quickly to get into a new building.
It's a house, and that's the point.
They don't have to go do it in a police department or in their school office setting.
Sterling Marks says it's hard enough for children to talk about their trauma.
It's somewhere that will hopefully help them feel more comfortable to be able to open up and talk about things.
As the executive director of Box Elder Children's Justice Center, he says this is exactly what they needed. Construction started on renovating the old house earlier this year, creating a more homey space for interviews, places for prosecutors and law enforcement and others to observe and discuss cases.
We're allowed to use those recorded interviews in the prosecution process. And more often than not, we end up getting convictions without having to put the child through going to court and having to testify in court.
And during the pandemic, Mark says the number of cases being reported broke records.
Well, already this year, we're up to 67 year to date, which is, last year we finished at 176.
They previously shared space with the Department of Children and Family Services, which was more cramped and not as inviting.
The biggest thing that we hope is that people within our county will realize that there is a place where they can get help.
These types of crimes are troubling, but it's important that people are willing to face it.
People have a hard time talking about child abuse because they want to pretend that it's not happening, but it's important that we shed a light on it, that it is.
And Mark says that county commissioners are actually the ones that approached him seeing a need, which really helped move this process forward. And children's justice centers like this around the state not only help families with prosecution, but getting therapy, medical help, and victim resources. Back to you.